people of France will soon choose their new president, and nationalist Marine Le Pen, who's promised to take France out of the euro and hold a referendum on France's EU membership, is still in the running, along with Emmanuel Macron and Francis Fillon. Dimitris Kanzelis of X Markets is here with me now to discuss more on this and how to trade such an unpredictable event. Hello to you.
Hello.
Now, I mentioned 3 people there, but actually there's now 4 in the running. It seems to be a 4-horse race with Melchalon is coming into the play too.
Yeah.
And they're so different. 4 completely different people with 4 contrasting views.
Exactly. The problem is like there it seems that it's so divided, the society. I mean, definitely Macron and Le Pen will go in the second round, and then we have to see, we have to expect, I mean, how the coalitions will play out and who will they support. I mean, the majority believe that Macron will make it at the end of the day, but the concern it's so big because populism is hot in Europe. All right, it's really early days to judge, but let's see how everything will play out in this.
And not just in Europe, because we had the surprise victory of US President Donald Trump, who's seen as getting that vote, if you like, the discontent vote. It is so difficult and so unpredictable, as we know, but we still want to get involved with the markets, we still want to trade. How do we do that?
Actually, any win of Macron, any positive sign, any gain in the polls, and there's a relief rally for the euro. Actually, I'm not going to expect anything big, anything major for the first round, because the first round is gonna show who the two that they will go just to the second round. And no one is going to take the 50% from the second round. That's it. So we have to expect the second round, and then the volatility is going to be high for the euro. Any good poll and for Macron, and the euro will jump higher. If Marine Le Pen on the other side is winning votes, so we'll see euro nosediving. We remember that Marine Le Pen has said many times she doesn't like euro, she doesn't like eurozone, and she would love to see France outside of the euro and the European family. In a talks she had during the last weekend, she also said that she sees the euro as a stab in the back of the French people, and she would like to take it out. So it's really hard.
She doesn't mince her words.
Yeah.
So if she was to be victorious, you would see the euro plummet? Yeah,
actually that's going to be a very big problem for the euro. Going to open big discussions about the European family and the eurozone as a whole. I don't want to think about it because this is really early days, but it's going to be so difficult for the eurozone after Brexit. Look what happened only with Brexit. I mean, Britain was never same part like France. It was not so well connected, but indeed you see many problems now for the European economy.
But there's been, I always find this quite curious with the European economy, because we've had some good, positive, solid stats.
But I mean, apart from the stats, yeah, we did have, and yeah, the European economy is making better and better. I mean, this year is going to be even better. That's why the ECB and Mario Draghi are ready to start announcing the tapering within the year, if everything goes well, of the QE. I mean, a positive sign coming from the news that you said. That's correct. The only problem is like that politics are driving the game at the moment, and the elections. We have very big elections in this year, so it's all going to be about Europe and politics and the countries and the connection they have. Yeah.
So even though the data is going in the right direction, it's not ever going to be strong enough to override this political element.
No, that's why investors will be focusing on that. So mainly for euro, it's going to be so bumpy.
Wow, bumpy, that is for sure. Well, as we know, as we've been talking about just now, the shock Brexit vote and the surprise election of Donald Trump, we've come to expect the unexpected.